Good morning, 12 o'clock, early afternoon, noon rather. And I think Shubhayan Chakraborty's tweet, which Devashish said, quote tweeted, sums up the day quite beautifully. Tare Zameen Par. Actually, actually, it is Tare Zameen Par. Shomik also put out a tweet saying, domestic cricket is not about tokenism. Rohit Sharma, exactly the same dismissal like in Melbourne. That shot, only that it went to mid on. Scott Boland took the catch in Melbourne. Here it went to mid off. Shubman Gill, again failure. Yashashvi Jaiswal may be dodgy. You could have said the ball could have just gone over the stumps, but the truth is, all your stalwarts have failed in the Ranji Trophy. We are all guilty, including our own platform. Including our own platform. Someone says 5 seconds late. No, we weren't. My watch was 5 seconds exactly 12 o'clock. So don't be foolish here. You go and have a mishti in honor of Netaji. Uh, the fact is, the fact is, all of us are guilty of kind of hyping up the fact that all our stalwarts will play domestic cricket. And the assumption was the moment they go and play Ranji Trophy, everybody will score tons of runs and will get back to the national team as if it is no issues at all. It is a piece of cake, domestic cricket. That is where a Cheteshwar Pujara, a Wasim Jafar, a Ajinkya Rahane, they need to be given that much credit for what they do day in and day out. Gargi Raut, I'll start with you. Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Yashashvi Jaiswal, three different parts. And by the way, Naman Suri covering it in Bombay for Rev Sports. Devashish said in CCFC for an event. Shubhan Chakraborty in Kalyani for the Bengal versus Haryana match. Bharat Ramraj in Bangalore for the Punjab match. So multiple reporters on ground doing domestic cricket coverage. This is not sitting in armchairs and giving gyan like in other platforms, and that is what differentiates us. Please make a note, everyone who's watching. It is not about shouting at the top of your voice and making things sensational. Gargi Raut, your first thoughts on Ranji Trophy.
Um, like you said, Shubhayan, I think, tweeted the perfect line that there was to tweet. Tare Zameen Par. That was quite, I think, will be quite humbling for the huge stars. Of course, it's not like they're coming in, especially Rohit Sharma. It's not like Rohit Sharma is coming in from great form and then suddenly he's down and out in the Ranji Trophy. We know that he's really struggling with his form. He's not looked great anywhere. We saw that in Australia. It's not like he was struggling on the field, just on the field. He was also struggling in the net sometimes. And in that last few final net sessions also he was struggling quite a lot. So it's no surprise that uh, that he would suddenly come into Ranji Trophy and then go bang bang. I was not expecting that from Rohit Sharma because it will take some time to get that momentum back. And I think it's especially more about confidence at this point. And Rohit Sharma, with the way that things have panned out, being dropped for the last game as the captain of the team, that has to mess with your head a little bit. And kudos to him for coming out and playing this game. It should have been the case throughout his career. I'm not saying that now it's incredible that he's coming out. He should have been playing domestic all year round. But um, now that he's finally doing it, now that everyone's sort of pulling up their socks and suddenly everyone's playing domestic cricket, it's a nice sight to watch as well. But when you look at these numbers, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shreyas Iyer also did not do well. Rohit Sharma did not do well. I think it's a little bit disheartening, but it's also their first games back after being back from Australia. So you know, what do you say?
In Bangalore, India was all out for 46, Punjab is all out for 55. So 55 all out Punjab. Prasid Krishna, Kaushik, and Abhilash running through the Punjab side, 55 all out. And I also know that everybody will turn up for the 30th to watch Virat Kohli. a lot of journalists will go. Each of those journalists should ask themselves, did they go for the other Delhi games? Answer is simple. If they did, no problem, brilliant. All our support goes out to them. If they did not, they should also ask themselves, are they part of this superstar culture and do they have the right to criticize? It's fine to go, and I've got absolutely no problems in that. But then don't criticize the superstar culture because you're part of it yourself. If you are only going to cover Virat Kohli and you haven't covered a single other Delhi domestic game, if we are guilty of that, we will own up to our mistake. We will own up to our mistake. But you should ask yourself that question. that am I only going to cover Virat Kohli or have I covered the other domestic matches? But a lot of questions on Mohammad Shami. Shomik Chakraborty, quickly, you were there at the ground, you were there at the press conference. What was going on? Rohit Jublan also joins us. What is the update on Mohammad Shami? And then your comment on domestic cricket. You also tweeted that tokenism will not work. Shomik Chakraborty first and Mohammad Shami, then domestic cricket.
See, yesterday what happened? It felt like a tactical call because I wrote in our copy also, and we put out the copy immediately after the toss was done. So he was there working his socks off at the nets. He measured his run up. He took the tape, measured his run up, then bowled from a full run up. He bowled around 30 odd minutes. And even after the toss was done and he came to know about the playing 11, he was bowling on one of the side pitches. In between, he took a break to have a conversation with Gautam Gambhir. Maybe, I mean, it's not possible to decipher what transpired in that conversation from the press box, but maybe Gautam was explaining to him the reason behind going with three spinners and one specialist fast bowler. Um, there have been murmurs over whether Shami is still match fit, in the sense bowling wise, is he still there? But if it was a tactical call, then I would say nobody predicted India to go with three spinners, but it turned out to be a tactical masterstroke. The way the KKR template, choking opponents in the middle overs, Varun Chakravarti did that in tandem with Akshar Patel. So from that point of view, yes, purely from cricketing point of view, so it clearly suggests that in white ball cricket, when Jasprit Bumrah is not playing, um, Arshdeep Singh is India team's number one fast bowler in that format. As regards Shami's fitness, there have been so many. I mean, there should be a clear communication. At least the fans deserve to know what has been happening. The fans deserve to know if at all he is there. If it is a fitness issues, but I don't think it's a fitness issues. In that case, a message would have come on the BCCI group. uh, if they want to hide something, then that is serious lack of transparency.
No, I don't think it's a fitness issue, Shomik. I was also there, but Devashish will know
Absolutely.
more because he was at ground level. So I'll go to Devashish on that. I was there in Snehashish's box and there was a lot of talk. I don't think it's a fitness issue. Then he would not be part of the team. He's traveling with the team. It was a tactical call. I absolutely don't think it's a fitness issue. Good to see Shubhayan also join. And this is what I said. I'm very, very pleased with the team. Look at it. Shubhayan covering the Bengal Haryana. Delayed start. Haryana 8 for 0 first over. Punjab 55 all out. Bharat's covering that. And of course, Naman is covering the Mumbai game. By the way, the add to the list of failures, Rishabh Pant. He too fell cheaply, trying to sweep, getting out. So Rishabh Pant,
Haryana is
Yashasvi Jayaswal,
46
Shubman
already.
Gill. How
Haryana is
many?
46 for no loss. Haryana is 46 for no loss.
Okay, so Haryana 46 for no loss is the update, but the fact is Shubhayan's tweet summed it all. Tare Zameen Par. Devashish, your first thoughts. Mohammad Shami, you were there at ground level as a photographer. Did you see him run in hard? Because when I went in around 6:35 or so, for you and I both, he was still bowling. He was still bowling before the match. Devashish, then what was going on?
Yeah, I would go with what Shramik said. It was a tactical masterstroke from Gautam Gambhir going in with three spinners because the entire hype leading up to this match was around Mohammad Shami because everyone expected Mohammad Shami to play this match, but which was not the case. But it turned out to be a great decision. What would have happened if India had lost the match? That would have been a different hypothetical question. But definitely, the spinners. They sort of strangled the English battle because they have no clue whatsoever facing the likes of Varun Chakravarti, and Akshar Patel and Ravi Bishnoi. So yes, a great start for India in the T20 series. Some sort of reprieve from Gautam Gambhir, given the amount of pressure he has been in recent times. And talking about the star players playing the Ranji Trophy, I was just having a chat with Arun Lal. I'm right now at the CCFC for an event where Sunil Gavaskar and Irfan Pathan are also here. They are going to have a press conference room. So definitely questions will be asked to them whether this is a good decision on the part of BCCI to make the star players play. But Arun Lal clearly said that it should have been the case at least 10 years down the line. Means why on the star players playing if they are available and if they are in the country? Why is it that it has taken so late, so long for the BCCI to implement this decision to make the star players play? Because it is the star, and you can rightly see what turned out today means all the star players means in star players failing. So I think it is a step in the right direction according to Arun Lal Boria.
I'll come to Rohit, but before that, Shubhan, I'm glad that you went to watch Bengal versus Haryana, and you told me yesterday also, and that's what kind of makes me very pleased because no star is playing there. There's no Mohammad Shami playing there. The fact that anyone who goes to Mumbai today or Delhi tomorrow to watch Virat Kohli or Shubman Gill, we are also guilty of that star culture. We are not going to every Ranji Trophy match. We are only going to these matches where these stars are playing, and that is where this culture is bred. So the media is as much guilty. We are as much guilty of making this mistake that the BCCI did. But Shubhan Chakraborty, coming to this straight thing, this Ranji Trophy is such a great leveler. The fact that each of these stars have failed. Now, this is counterproductive. At one level, you'll go play white ball. Now you failed again in red ball. What does this do to your confidence? Where do you stand on this? Do you agree they should play more? How should they go about it? Playing one game? What difference will it make? Sum up the scenario for me, Shubhan, before I go to it.
Absolutely, Boria. I think it is a great opportunity for all the youngsters, all the fans, to the younger crowd, as you used to be the case when Sachin Tendulkar used to bat and a young Prithvi Shaw used to watch him bat in domestic cricket. So it inspires the youngsters also to come and watch these stars. For example, right now this Kalyani Stadium is a bit empty, but post 3 p.m. a lot of children from the nearby school are supposed to come here to watch Mukesh Kumar and all play. Some of the IPL stars are also here, like a Sumit Kumar or a Anshul Kamboj. These guys are also playing. So to come and watch them bat and play, it's inspiring for all the youngsters. But coming to the real matter, I think, as you said, I tweeted Tare Zameen Par, and this is what the reality is. And Rohit and I have been talking how it is a double-edged sword for all these star cricketers. Yes, it is good that they are playing domestic cricket. It is good for the ecosystem. It is good for the culture of domestic cricket. But at the same time, if you don't score runs in domestic cricket, then it becomes a big issue, especially for the likes of Rohit, or in the next round for Kohli, Rahul. If they don't score run, if they get out cheaply against some of the players who have not played India A, some of the bowlers who have not played India international, then all the eyeballs, all the criticism, it just goes to a different level. For example, this Rohit Sharma's today's dismissal, it is not the first time we are seeing him get out like that. In the New Zealand series, we saw the same against Willie O'Rourke. In the Australia tour, we saw the same against Pat Cummins. So this is a repetitive mode of dismissal, trying to pull the ball which is not there to be pulled in the offside zone. Had this been the Rohit Sharma, or go hard, we discussed the same thing. If you are playing a half-hearted pull shot, you are not going to clear the 30-yard circle. If you have given that thought that I am going to pull this delivery, then at least give that bat the full swing, so that the ball at least travels a bit and make it a bit harder for the fielder. But Rohit again was extremely disappointing. Shubman Gill's dismissal, the same pattern against moving ball is becoming a bit of a concern right now. And yes, domestic cricket is a setup where you can come back and fine tune your deficiency in the batting or bowling department. But at the same time, if you don't score runs, these matches are being televised. For example, if a Mukesh Kumar bowls six wides today or six bad deliveries, no one is going to see because not many media is here, and it is not being televised. But if he picks up a six wicket, then all the people who are following the scorecards will say, why did you not play Mukesh Kumar? So that is an advantage of domestic cricket, which are not being televised. But for the broadcasters, if Rohit, Yashasvi, Shubman, they are playing, they will make sure to televise the match. It is a double-edged sword for all the players, but I think it will motivate them to play the second round of match as well, or which is on 30th. If they fail for the for back-to-back innings,
that is the question, Rohit. If I can
yeah.
ask this one, that now that you fail, आपका भी अगर ईगो में देख लूं, आपका ईगो तो और हर्ट होगा और ब्रूस्ड होगा, आपको और गाली पड़ेगा, आप जितना भी बोल लो मैं इंसुलेट करता हूं खुद को, आप तो देखोगे, आपको पता भी लगेगा कि यार डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट में भी मैं नई रन बना रहा हूं। ये सारे लोग जितना लोग है, वेदर इट्स रोहित शर्मा, शुभमन गिल, विराट कोहली, जो भी है। सो इसके बाद और भी डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट आप खेलोगे, वेयर डू यू स्टैंड ऑन दिस? इज दिस टोकनिज्म? एक मैच खेलने से तो कोई फायदा नहीं होता। इस मैच के बाद अगर रोहित शर्मा नहीं खेलते हैं डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट, तो इस मैच खेलने का मतलब क्या हुआ? इनफैक्ट इट इज काउंटर प्रोडक्टिव। जो यंगस्टर खेल रहे थे, जो यंगस्टर अपना करियर बना रहे थे, अब उसका जगह आपने ले लिया। सो एक मैच खेल के आप दोबारा बोल रहे हो मैं नहीं खेलूंगा। ये डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट, एक ये टोकनिज्म से तो कोई फायदा नहीं होगा। रोहित जुगलान, आपका इसमें क्या मानना है?
एग्जैक्टली आई थिंक मेरे हिसाब से ये वाला मैच जो है वो मैटर भी नहीं करता था उस तरीके से बहुत ज्यादा। अभी आपको अपनी वाइट बॉल प्रिपरेशंस को देखना था जो चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के लिए बिल्कुल एकदम ऑन द वर्ज खड़े हो आप उसके। और अभी हम वाइट बॉल छोड़कर सिर्फ इसलिए इस चीज पर फोकस कर रहे हैं क्योंकि बीसीसीआई ने एक हंटर चला दिया जिसपे ये कहना है कि भाई आपको जो है वो डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट खेलनी है, वरना कोई खेलता भी नहीं। टू बी रियली ऑनेस्ट, कोई खेलता भी नहीं इन मैचेस को। और हमने ये पहले भी देखा हुआ है, दिलीप ट्रॉफी आपने एक ने भी नहीं खेला, जो आपके स्टार प्लेयर्स थे उसने एक ने भी नहीं खेला। बाकी सारे आपके यंगस्टर्स आके खेल के गए, शुभमन गिल, यशस्वी जायसवाल, ऋषभ पंत, इन सब ने खेला। बाकी आपके प्लेयर्स ने खेला ही नहीं है क्योंकि उस समय पर बीसीसीआई की तरफ से इतना हार्श फैसला नहीं लिया जा रहा था जो अभी ये नए रूल्स आए। तो मेरे हिसाब से अभी आपको यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर दिस कि आपको व्हाइट बॉल ये टूर्नामेंट जीतना है क्योंकि अभी करंटली आपके सामने ये है। उसके बाद आप देखते कि क्या आप आईपीएल में, जो मैं ये देखना चाहता हूं कि आईपीएल में सपोज मुंबई इंडियंस नहीं क्वालिफाई कर पाती है प्लेऑफ्स के लिए, तो क्या रोहित शर्मा जाकर वो इंडिया ए वाला गेम खेलना चाहेंगे जो 3 4 4 डेज के इंडिया ए गेम्स है इंग्लैंड के अगेंस्ट, इंग्लैंड लायंस के अगेंस्ट? वो क्या आप खेलने में इंटरेस्टेड हो? या फिर आप वही बोलोगे कि नहीं हमारी फ्रेंचाइजी, देखो अगर आप 10 11 मैचेस खेल चुके हो और आपकी टीम को पता है कि अब आप यहां से आगे बहुत ज्यादा नहीं जा सकते आईपीएल की स्टेज में, बिजनेस एंड की तरफ नहीं बढ़ सकते बहुत ज्यादा, तो क्या आप एक गेम या दो गेम स्किप करना मेरे ख्याल से बड़े प्लेयर्स के हाथ में होता है। दैट इफ दे वांट टू टेक रेस्ट, अगर आपको पता है कि आप नेक्स्ट स्टेज में नहीं जा रहे हो, आपका रास्ता एंड है, तो आप एक आध गेम छोड़कर जो है वो इंग्लैंड फ्लाई कर सकते हो। और अपनी जो आगे वाली, अगर आप सोच रहे हो टू बी रियली ऑनेस्ट कि हाँ हमें इंग्लैंड में जाकर रेड बॉल खेलना है, तो फिर आप उस चीज पे फोकस करोगे। अभी ये गेम आपको, देखिए हम यही बात कर रहे थे अभी हिंदी के शो में भी कि अभी अगर यहाँ का फेलियर 15 दिन बाद इसको कोई याद भी नहीं रखेगा। आपका इंग्लैंड के अगेंस्ट पहले ओडीआई में एक सेंचुरी आ गया या किसी ने एक 70 80 मार दिया, एक महीने बाद आज ही के दिन आप पाकिस्तान वाला गेम खेल चुके होंगे, पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट अगर आप जिता देते हो टीम को, तो सारी चीजें जो है, इन सारी चीजों को कोई याद नहीं रखने वाला है। ये सारी वो चीजें हैं जो अभी आप जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ इट कर रहे हो, प्लेइंग टू द गैलरी, कि भाई हाँ ये खेल रहा है, ये खेल रहा है, ये खेल रहा है, विराट कोहली अगले मैच में खेलेंगे। तो ये सारी चीजें सडनली कहां से आ रही है? एक महीने का आराम जब आपको वर्ल्ड कप जीतने के बाद मिला, आपने छुट्टी बनाई, उसके बाद 7 दिन, एक हफ्ता आपने श्रीलंका के अगेंस्ट ओडीआई खेला, और उसके बाद फिर आपको एक महीने का आराम चाहिए। 8 तारीख से 19 तारीख तक, 8 अगस्त से 19 सितंबर तक कोई क्रिकेट नहीं खेली गई। उसके बाद आपने वो बांग्लादेश सीरीज वाला टेस्ट शुरू किया। तो अगर आप ओवरऑल देखते हो इस पूरी की पूरी पिक्चर को, इट्स जस्ट कि आप एक एक प्रेशर आपके ऊपर बनाया गया है, और उस प्रेशर को आप बस डिलीवर करना चाह रहे हो कि जी हम अपनी हाजिरी लगा देते हैं, प्रेजेंट सर, प्रेजेंट मैम कर देते हैं। उसके बाद सारी चीजें आपके सामने है। फॉर दैट मैटर जो जो भी प्लेयर्स खेल रहे थे वो उन्हीं चीजों में फंस रहे हैं जिन चीजों में ऑस्ट्रेलिया में फंस रहे थे। बीट यशस्वी जायसवाल, शुभमन गिल, रोहित शर्मा, ऋषभ पंत, जिसका भी आप नाम लो, श्रेयस अय्यर। सिर्फ ऐसा नहीं है ना कि जो इंडिया खेलने वाले प्लेयर्स हैं जिनको आप सोच रहे हो कि हाँ यार ये भी लाइन में है ऑडिशन के, वो प्लेयर्स भी आपको उसी तरीके से खेलते हुए दिख रहे हैं। सो आगे आने वाला मैच आप आपको एक आयुष मात्रे को बिठाना पड़ा रोहित शर्मा को खिलाने के लिए। आयुष मात्रे ने पिछले मैच में 100 मार रखा है,
400 रन बना के रखा है इस सीजन। एनीवे, Shomit Chakraborty, somebody is asking me if I'm scared to criticize the senior players. I've been praising them for the last 19 minutes. Shomit, your thoughts?
Rohit, if you expect that these guys will skip IPL matches to play for India in England, good luck with that. I mean, don't forget, these are the players
I'm
who
saying
won.
just one match. I'm saying just one match.
No, no.
Just
India
skip.
India A matches
Yeah,
India
yeah.
A matches will start after the IPL. After the IPL.
Whatever, the fact of the matter is that, I mean, remember, these are the players who once skipped a test match at Old Trafford, cancelled a test match at Old Trafford, and took charter flights to Dubai to be prepared for the IPL. We are talking about domestic cricket. So much big talks, absolute lip service. uh, Rajasthan versus Vidarbha match at Swai Man Singh Stadium, that has been moved out of Swai Man Singh Stadium. Why? because they are preparing pitches for the IPL. So this is how we treat our domestic cricket. This is absolute tokenism in the sense if you are really committed to playing domestic cricket, you would have played Dalit Trophy. What's the point in playing domestic cricket when your red ball season is over? I mean, you are going to the Champions Trophy. You would be focusing more on white ball cricket. What's the point? And now you are taking the place. As far as Rohit Sharma is concerned, I mean, red ball cricket, simple. Once again, he got out, I mean, to a mistimed pool, and 9 out of 10 times, now it will happen. I mean, you cannot, there is no cure for slowing reflexes when you are nearing 40. Absolutely no cure. Father time catches you, and once father time catches you, I mean, it's completely normal. Lionel Messi cannot have a 90-goal season, even at the MLS at the age of 38, right? It's not possible. So from that point of view, I mean, this is absolute tokenism, and this is how we treat domestic cricket. So I'm Singh Stadium's example is very, very, I mean, it's very fresh. So I'm Singh Stadium. So if that is, and if now you have lost in Australia, now there is so much noise. Why players, ex-players are criticizing you for not playing domestic cricket? So you turned up to, I mean, to ensure a thaw. Other than that, it's absolutely nothing.
Gargi, there are a couple of super chats. Quickly take them, otherwise I tend to miss them.
Super chats. There we go.
Yeah, this was the first one. Gambhir is a better coach in T20 as young players are trying to improve, but in ODI test senior players, their position is guaranteed. You want to take that, Gargi? Take it before I go to Devashish with the other one.
Gambhir is a better coach in T20. Okay. I mean, look, we've seen this throughout the Australia series as well, and we saw some bold decisions being taken as well when we talk about the senior players. Of course, we did not see a Virat Kohli coming out of that team, as in being dropped from the team, but it happened with Rohit Sharma, didn't it? And he was the captain of the team. So you're seeing a team in transition. Yes, there's a lot to be questioned when it comes to the seniors' places in the team. Heading into BGT, I think still, if Rohit Sharma was not your captain, did he deserve a place in the team? If he was not a Rohit Sharma, did he deserve a place in your team based on his batting, based on his consistency? These are the questions that we all asked during the Border Gavaskar Trophy, and we will continue asking if the senior players don't perform. But at the same time, you are seeing some transitions, you are seeing some hard calls being taken as well. So right now, I think it's a game of patience. I think we'll have to wait and watch as to how the management tackles this. You can't really take any decisions or judge from the outside as to what is happening in the dressing room or what decisions are being taken. But we'll just have to wait and watch. And him being Gambhir being a better coach in T20, I've said this before, it's great because they're winning. If this was also a team that was struggling, you would say that Gambhir is bad at coaching T20 as well. So it's a little bit of play of perception there as well. But it's a waiting game. I think you still have to give him some time to really judge what his coaching is like.
There's another one from Rahul. India T20 young gun. Read it out. Devashish, you take that, but also take this. Rohit Sharma has failed today. Suppose he plays the match on the 30th, he gets one more opportunity plus the second innings of this game. And then, like Shubhan said, Rohit said, you said, Shomik said, the only opportunity is the India A versus England Lions. Now, will the selectors pick him for England tour? On what basis? If you go on and pick Rohit Sharma for the England tour, what basis? By the way, Rohit Sharma is very much entitled to putting his name forward. That's his job. Any player can. But will the Ajit Agarkar led selection committee show the spine to take a call? Or will they send Rohit Sharma? Whose fault is it? If they pick Rohit Sharma, it's not Rohit Sharma's fault. It's Ajit Agarkar selection committee's fault. If Rohit Sharma is not scoring here in Ranji Trophy, white ball performance, he will score in Champions Trophy. White ball performance cannot be an index for red ball. So what will Ajit Agarkar's committee do will also define their accountability, Devashish said. Your thoughts?
I I think the index should be to make him play that 4 day matches against England Lions. Means I think, means obviously even if he fails in the next match as well in Ranji Trophy, Means obviously people's memory are short. They will forget if it goes on to score have a brilliant Champions Trophy or an IPL for Mumbai Indians. Means and that to me is irrelevant. When it comes to red ball format, obviously the selectors should look at having the players, if they reckon that they would make it into the test squad, they should play that the three match practice games against England Lions before being considered. It will be interesting when the team is picked, when the team for the test series is picked, whether it is picked after the IPL on the basis of IPL performance. That won't give a true picture, because clearly it was evident today. It was all swing and sin that has brought the downfall of all the star batters. So once again, it will be very important to judge the performance of the players on the basis of their performance. If their team is not in the playoffs, they should be made to travel with the side to England and play that 3-4 day game, and that is a brilliant preparations, I would say. So to pick the players on the basis of their performance in England Day.
But Shuhan, how will they do that? I mean, your first test match is 20th of June. You will say, I will pick the team on the basis of England Lions performance, which will mean early June. Suppose Rohit Sharma fails there as well. Who do you then play? Do you send a 20-member team and say, I will pick the team there? You are caught in a double bind. Thank God you are not playing the WTC final. You would have been rogered again. So the writing is clearly on the wall. You will be undercooked. Even if after IPL, how do you pick your team? What is the basis? If you take a call on the basis of reputation, it's one thing. Clearly, you will not have any index of performance in red ball cricket to pick your team for England. Where do you stand on this, Shubha?
Boriada, our cricketing setup and culture is like that only. That we will play the Champions Trophy. All these big players. I'm talking about senior players, Rohit, Virat, such players, players of that stature. They will score runs there in white ball setup, and everyone will forget what how their form was in Australia, how their form was in against New Zealand, and all the hype will be around. They will turn things around in England, and they will make them India win. That's what the narrative will be. uh, it would be unfair. It would be unfair on other players as well if Rohit and others are picked on the basis of their Champions Trophy and IPL form for the England tour, and that's where the catch 22 is for the selectors. Because if you go with a all young squad for England, it is going to be a massive challenge. They won't have that experience. Already don't have that experience of Pujara and Rahane in that setup. It's a relatively younger middle order, and if you drop Rohit and Kohli on the basis of how they did for India in Australia, or how they did against New Zealand, or how their form in red ball cricket, then I think it's going to be a very tricky call. Will these all these senior players play the India versus England Lions match? That remains to be seen, because they will have a very hectic IPL, and they also need to manage their bodies. And IPL for 2.5 months, it's not easy. They are not going to sit out. They are not going to rest. Let's be very honest. They are not going to rest at all in IPL. So it's going to be a tricky 3 months for all the 3-4 months for all the players and the selectors. What they want to do, they will play all the 14 matches in IPL, and after that, their body will demand some rest from them, because 5 matches in England, it's going to be hectic. So it's a very tricky call, because and I think this is where the selectors, Ajit Agarkar led selection committee, and the BCCI need to draw a line very quickly, that this is going to be your last series. If you don't score runs, we are not going to pick you. That is a clear message that they need to send, that like they did relatively with Ashwin as well, that your form is dipping, you are not picking wickets, this is the last time we are picking you. That vis-a-vis Adelaide, and after that he was not picked, and hence he called it quits from international cricket. Will we see another mid-series retirement, or a couple of mid-series retirement? I'm not ruling it out in England, but as far as the England squad is concerned, if these players score runs in Champions Trophy, I'm definitely seeing them in England.
सो अगर रोहित यही लॉजिक है, तो चेतेश्वर पुजारा क्या कर रहे हैं? झाक मार रहे हैं यहाँ पे डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट खेल के। अजिंक्य रहाणे क्या कर रहे हैं? ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? इनको तो आपने बिठा दिया। आप रोहित शर्मा और विराट कोहली को चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के परफॉर्मेंस के बेसिस में आप ले लोगे, तो ये लोग भी तो सेम एज के हैं। इनको आप क्यों बिठा रहे हो? ये तो डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट हर मैच खेले हैं, रन भी बनाए हैं, ग्राइंड भी कर रहे हैं। चेतेश्वर पुजारा जाके काउंटी भी खेलेंगे, जाके रेडी भी करेंगे खुद को, तो उनको आप क्यों बिठा रहे हो? लॉजिक क्या? अगर आप अपॉर्चुनिटी देना चाहते हो, एज इशू नहीं है, तो आप सबको अपॉर्चुनिटी दो। डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स का इशू आप क्यों करोगे, रोहित जुगलान?
अब वो ये है ना, सुपरस्टार कल्चर है उसके पीछे, और फिर वाइट बॉल की परफॉर्मेंस भी है। क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ, जैसा शुभानंदा ने भी बोला और हम इसको लेकर डिस्कस भी कर रहे थे, कि आप क्या होता है, आप रीसेंसी पे जीते हो, आप रीसेंट परफॉर्मेंस पे जीते हो, कि अभी हाल में बताओ क्या किया है। मुझे आज भी बहुत अच्छे तरीके से याद है, 19 नवंबर को जब फाइनल खत्म हुआ था 2023 वर्ल्ड कप का, तो 30 नवंबर को दिल्ली के ताज होटल में एक मीटिंग थी, और उस मीटिंग में आने वाले T20 वर्ल्ड कप को लेकर के कुछ फैसले लिए गए। उन फैसलों में विराट कोहली के एक्सक्लूजन की बात की गई थी, और उसके बाद बाकायदा चीफ सेलेक्टर जो है वो फ्लाई करके साउथ अफ्रीका भी गए थे, जहां पर उन्होंने 1-on-1 विराट कोहली से बातचीत की थी। लेकिन जब यही बात मुंबई की मीटिंग में कहने की बारी आई, तो फिर किसी की स्पाइक में उतना दम नहीं था, किसी की रीढ़ की हड्डी में उतना दम नहीं था कि वो ये बात दोबारा कह सके उन प्लेयर्स को बाहर करने के लिए। तो और इन सारी चीजों के बीच में हुआ क्या था? हुआ सिर्फ ये था कि आप जब T20 वर्ल्ड कप के लिए टीम चुन रहे थे, तो फिर आपने इन दो स्टार प्लेयर्स की वापसी कराई, क्योंकि 2022 T20 वर्ल्ड कप के बाद हर कोई ये मान चुका था कि एंड ऑफ रोहित शर्मा, एंड ऑफ विराट कोहली, हार्दिक पांड्या नया कैप्टन होंगे, और वही अब टीम को यहां से आगे आने वाले समय में आकर लेकर जाएंगे, लीड करेंगे। बट बिकॉज ऑफ ये जो सुपरस्टार कल्चर है, बिकॉज आप डरते हो कि ऑनलाइन आपको ट्रोल कर दिया जाएगा। चेतेश्वर पुजारा को आप बाहर कर दो, कोई ऑनलाइन किसी को गाली नहीं देगा, कोई किसी को गाली नहीं देगा। अजिंक्य रहाणे को बाहर कर दो, किसी को कोई मतलब नहीं है। आप रोहित शर्मा और विराट कोहली को हाथ लगा के दिखाओ, और उसके बाद आपको पता चलेगा। तो ये जो लोग कहते हैं ना कि नहीं, सोशल मीडिया, आउटसाइड नॉइस, ये सब बेकार की बातें हैं। आप सोशल मीडिया भी पढ़ते हो, आप आउटसाइड नॉइस भी सुनते हो, आप मीडिया को भी पढ़ते हो, इसीलिए आप आकर मीडिया को गाली भी देते हो और मीडिया को क्रिटिसाइज भी करते हो। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द ट्रोल्स, नॉट द क्रिकेटर्स। और उसके बाद फिर क्रिकेटर्स जब जवाब देते हैं, आपको याद होगा आईपीएल में जब विराट कोहली ने जवाब दे दिया था, तो उन्होंने सीधे तौर पर कहा था कि मैं सुनता हूं जो मेरे बारे में चीजें कही जाती हैं T20 वर्ल्ड कप से ठीक पहले। तो कहीं ना कहीं, और विराट कोहली हमेशा डिनाई करते रहे ये बात कि वो कभी भी पेपर्स नहीं पढ़ते, उनके लिए ये सब चीजें आउटसाइड नॉइज है। बट जब उनसे पूछा जाता है सवाल, तो वो उसी आउटसाइड नॉइज का जवाब देते हैं। इसका मतलब आप कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी हो ना। आप कह तो रहे हो कि आप सुनते नहीं हो, लेकिन आप जवाब उसी चीज का दे रहे हो जो आउटसाइड आउटसाइड नॉइज ही थी। तो कुल मिलाकर के मेरे हिसाब से बात सिर्फ इतनी है कि अजिंक्य रहाणे और चेतेश्वर पुजारा को व्हाइट बॉल की रिसेंसी का फायदा नहीं मिलता, क्योंकि वो व्हाइट बॉल नहीं खेलते। अगर यही खिलाड़ी आपको चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में जिता देते हैं, रोहित शर्मा, विराट कोहली, तो आप फिर बोलोगे कि नहीं, इनको 1 साल और दिया जाना चाहिए, अभी तो इनको लीड। और वही चीज अगर आप फिर आईपीएल में भी कंटिन्यू करते हो, तो मेरा ये मानना है कि ये होना नहीं चाहिए। बट आप इंडियन क्रिकेट में जी रहे हो, ये चीजें आपको होती हुई दिखाई देंगी। आप आईपीएल के फॉर्म को इंग्लैंड की टेस्ट सीरीज से कंपेयर नहीं कर सकते, यहां तक कि आप यहां की रणजी ट्रॉफी कंडीशंस को भी बहुत ज्यादा उधर के हिसाब से नहीं लेके जा सकते। बट उसके बावजूद भी लेकर जाया जाएगा, बिकॉज हमारा क्रिकेट ऐसे ही चलता है और ऐसे ही चल रहा है। फॉरगेट अबाउट कि अजीत अगरकर बहुत बड़ा नाम है, या अजीत अगरकर ने कुछ बढ़िया कॉल्स ले रखी हैं। अजीत अगरकर ने कुछ बड़ी कॉल्स ले रखी है, तो यहां लेने से क्यों डर रहे हैं? क्यों, कौन उनको रोक रहा है? किसके पास है ये पावर कि भाई मैं विराट कोहली या रोहित शर्मा को ड्रॉप करता हूं? सीधे तौर पर वो क्यों नहीं बोलते? तो बोलते इसलिए नहीं है बिकॉज ये सुपरस्टार कल्चर यहाँ पर बहुत हमारी जड़ों में एग्जिस्ट करता है, और उससे अजीत अगरकर भी खुद को नहीं बचा सकते।
सो गार्गी, अगर यही लॉजिक है, तो सोशल मीडिया में आज चेतेश्वर पुजारा के पास भी पैसा है, अजिंक्य रहाणे के पास भी पैसा है। चलो यार, 5 लाख ट्रोल लगा दो, हर दिन काम करते रहेंगे, ट्रोल करते रहेंगे, सब डर जाएंगे। इफ दिस इज द वे इंडियन क्रिकेट इज रन, दिस इज सच अ फ्लिपेंट, सुपरफिशियल, ट्रिवियल, ridiculous way to run a sport in our country. If Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli can get picked on the basis of white ball, Ajinkya Rahane and Cheteshwar Pujara, and by the way, you're prioritizing domestic cricket, right? These two fellows have played domestic cricket all season, all season. Even yesterday, Cheteshwar Pujara was in a Ranji Trophy camp till 3 p.m. in the afternoon. He was training. I was having multiple conversations with him over the last few days, and every day when I've called him, he's called me back saying, I was in the camp. This is what it is. I've been training. So all this is for nothing. All this is for nothing, because there'll be no white ball effort. Come on. I mean, this is a key, and why should the BCCI or the selection committee bother about trolls? If they do, the selection committee, then unfortunately they are not doing service to the job that they've taken, and they're being paid lakhs and crores. You don't need that that social media vindication from a troll. This is not about a YouTube channel needing some social media brownie points. You don't. I mean, for Ajit Agarkar, I don't even know if he's on social media. If he is, maybe he can withdraw, because social media doesn't pay for his bread and butter. This is where I think we need to get our structure right. not just the 10-point diktat. What about the real structure? How do you pick your teams will define the way of Indian cricket. It will all be hunky dory till IPL, and then go you lose in England 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, whatever, and you will say, hello, WTC cycle all gone bonkers. This is where I think Indian cricket really needs to mend its ways. Closing comments. We will do the Gautam Gambhir question, which we had said on this show at 5 p.m. But let's take closing comments on this particular one. Gargi Rao, this Ranji Trophy, you've played a match. Should Rohit Sharma play the next match? Should he say, fair enough, I will play the next match and then I'll join the team for the ODIs? Couple of days early is fine. What is it that you have to, how much time are you spending? How much cricket have you played in the last 1 month? Nothing actually. Why will you not play the 30th game? Virat is, so Rohit can. If Rohit can, because if Virat is playing the 30th game, clearly the BCCI has allowed it, right? Otherwise, Virat would not have been able to play that. And your first ODI is on the 7th of February. So if Virat can, Rohit can. Where do you stand on this, Gargi?
I think at this point, if he's played this game, it only makes sense to play the next one, because it's pointless anyway to play only 2 games in a season. But it would be even more pointless to just play 1 game and sort of there will be a youngster who probably missed out on a place in the team because Rohit Sharma is playing in the team. So when you think about it, at this point, just play the next game, because anyway, it doesn't really make sense when you think about it. Like you said, it's just tokenism. It's being done so that no one can come to them and say that you haven't played domestic cricket. They can always look back and say, oh, I played two domestic matches after coming back from Australia, but that's it's really not making any difference whatsoever. So at this point, just play the next one.
Shobhit Chakraborty, we are all saying Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, and rightly so. But what about Shubman Gill? He's not scored anything. He's your next prince, whatever I keep hearing. Vice captain, prince, great man, this, that, whatnot. Where is the score? Where is the score from Shubman Gill? Suppose he fails this one. He's already failed today. He fails in the second innings. What credentials does Shubman Gill have to go to England? On what basis? Why not Cheteshwar Pujara? We are saying Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Fair enough. You question them. Question Shubman Gill also. How is it that Shubman Gill is an automatic choice in your red ball team? Shobhit Chakraborty?
Absolutely, it shouldn't be. But before coming to that, Devashish, please convey best regards to our beloved dog from all of us on his happy 80th. Uh, so, coming back to Shubman, absolutely. I think time and again I have called him a happy flower batsman. I mean, it's like when he gets going, he's so easy on the eye. But but you can have a Bentley Continental, but there is no point having your Bentley Continental park without fuel. So Shubman Gill's case, as the moment at the moment, he is a Bentley Continental without fuel. And if that continues, why do performance should be the yardstick for everyone? And when you are picking, age cannot be a factor. When you are picking players aged 38, 36, 37, one set of players you are picking 36, 37, 38, ostensibly, ostensibly banking based on the basis of their PR quotient. And another set of players on the wrong side of 30, you are not picking them because they don't have that PR. Now, that is for the senior and experienced players. Coming back to the youngsters, I mean, it has to performance has to be the yardstick. You can have all the talent in the world. You can be flashy. You can be the next poster boy Indian cricket. Whether you are the next poster boy Indian cricket, the runs on the board will decide that. Not your looks, not your what the commercials you are appearing on. So, and just one final thought. I mean, we are talking about public memory being short. And yes, there would be a lot of noise if Rohit comes back and scores a lot of runs in the Champions Trophy. Public memory can be short, but Ajit Agarkar and his colleagues should remember it's their job not to forget. This is they get 1 crore each uh, annually from the BCCI not to forget. If Champions Trophy white ball performance becomes the yardstick to pick someone for red ball cricket anywhere in the world, let alone England, anywhere in the world, then that is preposterous.
So Devashish, then quick comment. Are we next going to say India is a good white ball team but a pathetic red ball team? Am I right?
Yeah, it's time to say. It's time to say so because if you, with the failure against Australia and if you fail against England too, then definitely and we haven't won anything, any series against the Sena countries except for Australia in 2018 and 2020. Where have we won a series? We had a great opportunity to win a series against England, but that time because of the COVID, we unfortunately missed out. And when we went back, we lost that one-off test miserably. So I think it's about the system, Boryada. If you ask me, it's who are we to level our Chetashwar Pujara test ball player? Who are we to level our Ajinkya Rahane a test ball player? Have they got enough opportunities in one day cricket, white ball cricket? So, and who are we to level at XYZ player, a T20 specialist or a one day specialist? And it is the system. Means we all always level so and so cricketers, a white ball specialist, a red ball specialist, and this is the reason they are missing out. Means someone like Ajinkya Rahane is missing out playing a white ball format because he has been labeled a red ball specialist. So I think. And when you talk about a red ball specialist, then you should consider his selection based on his performance in domestic cricket. Is it the case? Is it the case with a Ajinkya Rahane or a Chiteshwar Pujara who has scored tons and tons of runs in domestic cricket?
Devashish makes a very important point. Somebody is asking me, Parshava Shah, Mr. Boria Club, Jinx and Pujji in the league of VK, unreal. Cheteshwar Pujara in the last 4 years, Cheteshwar Pujara in the last 4 years is a better test match player than Virat Kohli. Not unreal. Fact. Cheteshwar Pujara in Australia in 2021 was India's greatest batsman, and that is why you won the series. So make no mistake, this is a fact. What we are stating, we are not talking about 2017-18. We are talking about the last 4 years. Cheteshwar Pujara, till the time he played, 2021, that period, that window, he was a better test match player than Virat Kohli. The problem is you're wearing these glint tinted glasses where Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma can do no wrong. The fact of the matter is, and we are all guilty of stimulating this superstar culture, including yourself, Parshava Shah. There are a couple of super chats. I'll give one to Shubhan and one to Rohit and close. Gavi, can you quickly take them? Show me a quick comment before we take the two super chats.
Yeah, just a continuation on that question. Even Virat Kohli 2017, 2018, 2019 wouldn't have happened without Cheteshwar Pujara. He was the glue in the Indian batting lineup.
100% correct. Sharma and Gill from Red Ball Cricket. Why only Sharma and Gill? Shubhan, you want to take that? Take this one. CT would have been. Hold on, one by one. Don't jump like this. Kick out Sharma and Gill from Red Ball Cricket. Shubhan.
See, for Shubman Gill, he still has the age on his side to revive things and correct any armor, whatever chinks are in his armor. But for Rohit Sharma, time is running out. He does not have a long rope that a Shubman will get from this Indian team management or the selectors. And as I say, the time is running out. Yes, he can revive his form in Champions Trophy, and I'm pretty sure the selectors will be forced to pick him or will have that thought of picking him because you don't want to go with an inexperienced opener in the England tour in a five test England tour. But again, is it right? Is it wrong to pick someone in red ball cricket on the basis of white ball form? That's something we can debate on and on and on. But in the recent times, we have seen players who have been drafted into the test squad on the basis of white ball squad and white ball form. And even Rohit Sharma, when he revived his test career as an opener, he was brought into the side after his good run of form in white ball cricket. But at that time, Rohit Sharma had age on his side. But right now, he does not have that age on his side. And like we saw with Ashwin, I won't be surprised if Rohit Sharma is picked in the England squad. He does not do well in the first two tests, and then he's dropped from the squad, from the playing 11 altogether. And you never know. And that is why I mentioned mid-series retirement in earlier in our chat. So, and for Shubman Gill, I think he still has the age on his side. Like Shomikda said, he's a he's a very eye-catching player. But again, he will have to score runs. He will have to score runs. Otherwise, you have a Sai Sudarshan, Ruturaj Gaikwad, many players in that. Rinku Singh averaging 60 in first class cricket. You have someone like Akshay Watkar who has been scoring piles and piles of runs. You have a now again somehow Karun Nair is also has also started to make headlines, and it remains to be seen how he does in this couple of rounds of Ranji matches in red ball cricket. So you never know. A good series for someone in India E dress can make Shubman Gill set out from the playing 11 if he does not keep on scoring consistent runs, and that is why he was also dropped from that Melbourne Boxing Day test, and so that shows he's not undroppable from the 11. But for Rohit Sharma, I think time is running out, and it's high time he starts scoring runs. Otherwise, it's going to be the end of Rohit Sharma very soon in international cricket.
Okay, last question of the show. Prashant Mitra, but take that Gargi out. There's a super chat. CT, yeah. Rohit Julan, take this. Champions Trophy 25 would have been the perfect start to build the 2027 core. That's what Ganguly did. Dhoni did make a core team.
I think exactly he was spot on. Means it's high time after Champions Trophy 2025. You have to ask for the clarity as far as your two senior batters are concerned, whether Virat want to continue till 2027, and obviously you will see the performances also, like they did in the 2023 World Cup. If 2023 World Cup, Virat will be your man of the tournament, and Rohit is someone who can give you those kind of starts, then obviously you can have a discussion that whether they want to continue or not, because Rohit will be over 40 till then, and Virat will be somewhere around 38, 39. But with Virat, the fitness is not a concern. With Virat, the concern is about scoring runs, and scoring runs in with a good strike rate, as far as that final innings of his and KL Rahul is concerned. In particular, the way both of them batted in that final, I think was not exactly how India wanted batting at that particular point of time. So that will be the case, that whether they want Rohit, whether they want Virat, who they want as their next captain, what will be their batting lineup would look like, as far as, because the host is South Africa. So you have to see that, do you have players like who can do well in the bouncy wickets? You have to ask this from Shreyas Iyer. You have to ask this from other battles also, that whether they had the mettle to prove it on the South African conditions specifically. So yeah, it's high time that after Champions Trophy they had a chat, zero in India, what their main 2025s are, and then because you have, I think, still 35 to 38 ODI games before 2027 World Cup. I'm just looking at the FTP, I think few days ago, and there was, I think, close to 40 games before 2027 ODI World Cup, ODI games. So they have quite a lot of matches. They can zero down to 2022 players, and with those 2022 players they can minus around 15 or 16. So I think high time, good opportunity after Champions Trophy. You have a transition in place. So yeah, I think Gautam Gambhir have good options as far as the players are concerned. So yeah, overall a good time to just change things and looking forward to Champions Trophy. Sorry, World Cup 2027.
So I'll close the show on this note. Parshava, once again, I appreciate you giving us a super chat, but don't give me the statistical bullshit. I can give you, I'll extrapolate statistics in a manner that everybody starts to look good. And by the way, from January 2020, Virat batting average 32.1. You want to revel in that? That your best batter, who apparently supposedly the world's best batter, has a test average of 32.1? Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Tendulkar and people had an average of 50. That is when India was the Rahul Dravid, VVS Lakshman, Sachin Tendulkar for a period. Your top six 31 and Virat Kohli 32 tells you the story of where Indian cricket is. Yes, you can say low scoring games, but to put it in context, he got that 100 in Perth. The moment I add that 100, and his average becomes at least 7, 8 more in Australia. But the truth is, he batted pretty poorly in Australia for the rest of the innings. So his batting has been poor. Accept it. Do not get blinded by this superstar culture. All of us are. In journalism, we have all been blinded for a while. Oh, we will not get an interview. We will not get so and so player to talk to us. The players will misbehave, etc., etc. To hell with it. They are doing a job, so are we. I've told all my reporters, if you don't get an interview, to hell with it. We don't need it. Call them out. They are doing a job, so are you. Simple as that. If you see someone playing well, call it out. If you see someone playing badly for a reason, If the selectors aren't doing their job, call them out. That is when you are doing a proper service to your profession. Because BCCI has done a great job in promoting Indian cricket. Now BCCI needs to also understand that these selectors need to be accountable. If they pick a Rohit Sharma, if they pick a Virat Kohli, then why not a Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane? What is the reason to pick Shubman Gill continuously? These are questions that need to be asked. And no white ball performance, no Champions Trophy performance can sweep red ball under the carpet. Because red ball at the end of the day is what will define legacy, not a foolish T20 match, because that is never going to define anybody's legacy. On that note, Gargi Rao, Devashish Sen, Shomit Chakraborty, Rohit Juglan, and of course Shubhan Chakraborty at the Ranji Trophy match. Thank you very much for joining us. I enjoyed the show. We must ask the questions. Being constructively critical, asking the hard questions is what journalism should be about going forward. Thank you very much, all of you, for watching.